Whether you're planning to buy a house in a year or a few years down the road, having good credit is a major factor in getting approved for a mortgage. But don't worry, you don't have to wait for a miracle to happen. You can start building credit today with these simple tips. Tip 1. Understand your credit score. First things first, you need to know where you stand. Check your credit score regularly. This way, you'll have a clear picture of where you're starting and what areas need improvement. You can get free reports once a year from sites like annualcreditreport.com or use apps like Credit Karma to check your score monthly. Tip 2. Pay bills on time. This one's non-negotiable. Your payment history makes up 35% of your credit score, so paying bills on time is key. That means utility bills, credit cards, student loans, and any other debts you might have. If you're having trouble remembering, set up automatic payments. Tip 3. Use credit responsibly. Don't max out your credit cards. Using credit cards is one of the quickest ways to build credit, but you've got to use them wisely. Aim to use no more than 30% of your available credit. For example, if your credit card limit is $1,000, try to keep the balance under $300. Maxing out your credit cards can lower your score significantly. Tip 4. Build a mix of credit types. Lenders like to see that you can handle different types of credit. This could be a mix of credit cards, student loans, an auto loan, or even a personal loan. So if you can manage credit responsibly, consider diversifying your credit mix. Tip 5. Keep old accounts open. The length of your credit history makes up 15% of your credit score, so keeping old accounts open, even if you're not using them, can actually benefit your credit score. If you close them, you lose that credit history. Tip 6. Avoid hard inquiries. Every time you apply for new credit, a hard inquiry is made on your report. Too many of these can lower your score temporarily. So, only apply for new credit when you really need it. For example, if you're thinking about buying a house soon, avoid making big purchases on credit until after you secure your mortgage. Tip 7. Set up credit alerts. Set up credit alerts so you're notified of any changes to your credit report. This way you'll know immediately if there are any discrepancies or if someone opens an account in your name. Important for preventing fraud and maintaining your score. Final thought on financing a home. Remember, building credit takes time, but it's worth it. If your goal is to own a home one day, start implementing these strategies now. You might not be buying a house tomorrow, but with a solid credit score, you'll be in a much better position when the time comes. The earlier you start, the sooner you'll reach your goal. Building your credit today could mean lower mortgage rates and better loan options down the road. Debt. It's a heavy weight on your shoulders. Face it head on, make smart financial choices. Debt is more common than you might think. You're not alone. Seek support and share experiences. What do I do about it? Pay off debt or invest for higher returns? It's a dilemma that keeps many up at night. Educate yourself, talk to experts, and trust your gut. Take action towards financial freedom. Debt can feel crushing, but it doesn't have to. Debt triggers a domino effect, impacting your entire life. Stress levels skyrocket, affecting work, relationships, and health. Sleepless nights, poor eating habits, and depression may follow. Debt strains relationships and limits future opportunities. Regain control by managing debt proactively. Create a brighter future for yourself and loved ones. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the mental and emotional toll of debt. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the constant worry, the sleepless nights, and the feeling of being trapped. Debt can weigh heavily on your mind, affecting your self-esteem and overall well-being. You might find yourself constantly thinking about money, feeling guilty about past financial decisions, or comparing yourself to others who seem to have it all together. These negative thoughts can spiral, leading to anxiety, depression, and even physical health problems. It's crucial to remember that you're not alone in this. Millions of people struggle with the mental and emotional burden of debt. Don't be afraid to reach out for support. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or financial advisor. Sharing your feelings and seeking guidance can make a world of difference. Remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Take care of yourself, both financially and emotionally. There are resources available to help you cope with the stress of debt and develop healthy coping mechanisms. One of the most dangerous aspects of debt is the temptation to ignore it, to pretend it doesn't exist. It's easier to bury your head in the sand than to confront the problem head-on. But living in denial will only make the situation worse. Ignoring those bills piling up on the counter won't make them magically disappear. In fact, it will only lead to late fees, increased interest rates, and further damage to your credit score. Denial might provide temporary relief, but it's a dangerous illusion that will eventually shatter. The truth is, acknowledging your debt is the first step towards conquering it. It's time to face your financial reality, no matter how uncomfortable it may seem. Gather your statements, assess the damage, and start formulating a plan. Remember, the longer you wait, the harder it will be to climb out of the hole. It's time to stop making excuses and start taking action. You deserve financial freedom, and the journey starts with honesty and self-awareness. Break free from the chains of denial and embrace the power of taking control. Life is full of competing priorities. Prioritize expenses cautiously, consider long-term implications, assess your financial stability, explore affordable alternatives. Life's milestones, celebrate meaningfully, not extravagantly. Social media often presents a distorted view of reality. Section 4, the debt trap. The allure of instant gratification is a powerful force. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new purchase or celebration, often without considering the long-term financial consequences. These choices can have lasting repercussions. The debt trap is a slippery slope. It often starts with small purchases, a new outfit, a night out, a gadget. These expenses add up, especially if we rely on credit cards. Before we know it, we're juggling multiple credit card bills and high interest rates. The debt trap can feel inescapable, a vicious cycle of borrowing and repayment. Recognize the signs and take steps to regain control of your finances. Create a budget, track spending, and cut back where possible. Consider consolidating your debt or explore debt management programs. Section 1. The investment temptation. When facing the decision of paying off debt versus investing, it's easy to be lured by potential investment returns. Stories of striking it rich in the stock market or real estate make it tempting. The thought of watching your money multiply is appealing, especially compared to paying off debt. The allure is strong when interest rates on debt are low. For instance, student loans might have a 4% interest rate. Meanwhile, the stock market averages around 10% returns. Why pay off debt slowly when you could earn more by investing? This forms the basis of the invest instead of paying off debt philosophy. Proponents argue that investing can outpace debt interest and build wealth faster. They point to compound interest, where returns generate further returns, growing wealth over time. However, this approach has risks, and it's essential to consider your financial situation and risk tolerance. Section 2. High-interest dangers. Investing in assets like stocks or bonds carries the risk of losing money, especially in the short term. Financial experts advise prioritizing high-interest debt repayment before significant investments. Weigh the risks and rewards of debt repayment versus investment. High-interest debt should be paid down quickly to avoid eroding potential investment gains. Low-interest debt offers more flexibility for simultaneous investing and debt payments. Imagine you're at work, and a debt collector calls. Debt collectors are relentless, using intimidating tactics to pressure you. Ignoring them escalates the situation, potentially leading to legal action. Understand your rights and communicate with creditors. The stress can affect your work, relationships, and well-being. Addressing debt proactively is crucial. Defaulting on debt triggers a chain reaction affecting your financial well-being. It damages your credit score, making it harder to secure loans or get favorable interest rates. A low credit score can haunt you for years, creating financial roadblocks. Unpaid debt can lead to wage garnishment, where a portion of your earnings is withheld. This strain makes it challenging to cover essential expenses. The stress can affect your mental health and overall well-being. Debt's impact lingers even after it's paid off. It can affect your credit score for years and influence future financial decisions. Proactive steps can help rebuild your credit and create a brighter financial future. Taking control of your finances is a powerful act of self-care. Start by assessing your financial standing and creating a budget. Set realistic goals like paying off debt or saving for the future. Your goals should reflect your unique aspirations and priorities. Building a solid financial foundation is like constructing a house. Create a budget, establish an emergency fund, and prioritize paying down high-interest debt. These steps provide stability and security. Track your income and expenses to align with your financial goals. Navigating finance can be overwhelming. Seek professional guidance. A financial advisor can provide personalized advice and help create a comprehensive plan. Look for a certified financial planner held to a fiduciary standard. Imagine a life free from debt, with financial security to pursue your passions. Financial freedom is about having resources to live a life aligned with your values. Start with a commitment to take control of your finances. Embrace healthy financial habits and celebrate small victories. The power of choice is crucial in managing debt. Shift your mindset from victim to architect of your financial future. Focus on what you can control, your choices today. Educate yourself, create a budget, and seek support.
And action.
Your financial choices create a ripple effect on your well-being and those around you. Taking control of your finances sets a positive example for your community. Prioritizing financial well-being also improves your overall health and happiness. The path to financial freedom is challenging, but achievable. Surround yourself with supportive resources and community. Start with small, positive financial choices and build momentum. Your future is a canvas. Make it a masterpiece.